What is up, everyone? It's been a few days. I've been quite sick for the past week, so I apologize if you can still hear it in my voice, but that doesn't change the fact that we have news to talk about. So as usual, in case you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to smack that subscribe button down below, and let's get right into the news. So there's quite a few interesting things to talk about today, but first of all is something that I personally really love. So I don't know about you guys, but I've been installing custom Quest homes on my device ever since I knew that that was possible. And until now, we've had to reinstall our Quest homes. So we'd have to delete or overwrite one that Oculus has put there to be able to install our own ones. It was not an official way of doing it. It just kind of replaced what Oculus had put there, and we kind of forced our way in. Not the best way of doing it, but the only way of doing it until now. However, on Reddit, posted by Basti, we can see that you can now install additional Quest homes from unknown sources. And as the user below says, this is quite exciting because it means two big things: that they don't intend on banning people for installing custom Quest homes, and that you no longer have to overwrite existing Quest homes. So you now have an unlimited amount of Quest homes that you can install instead of having a limited amount that you can use. So that's really cool. I mean, you know, having the benefit of knowing you're not going to get banned and having the benefit of being able to not have to overwrite the homes is always very fun. The Quest is once again getting more and more popular, with it now making up more than 40% of SteamVR headsets. So you guys know, every month we get this thing from Steam where we can check what headsets are being used by people using SteamVR, and the Quest 2 was always at the top, with the Valve Index now being right below it. Meta's Quest and Quest 2 standalone headsets made up 41% of SteamVR usage in November. When including the Oculus Rift and Rift S PC-only headsets, this figure rises to 62%, which actually I expected that to be higher, but that's really good because, of course, as we know, Facebook kind of has a monopoly on VR headsets right now, and with the amount of people in VR, but it's not that much over 50%. Like, I expected this to be a lot higher. So we can see here that the Quest 2 takes up 36.32% of all SteamVR headsets being used in November, with the Valve Index being right below it at 16.92%, and the Oculus Rift S being right below that at 16%. The Oculus Quest 1 that is right there below the Oculus Rift at 4.78%. Wow, so that number has dropped quite a bit. I imagine quite a few people have upgraded from the original Quest to the Oculus Quest 2. So that's quite interesting right there. I didn't actually expect the Oculus Quest to be that much lower there. That's interesting. It also shows you, you know, with the amount of people buying Quest 2s, it shows you how much people Facebook has pulled into VR. Whether you want to look at that as a good or a bad thing, it definitely shows you that the community has, as a matter of fact, increased, and they are bringing new eyes onto VR. And here you can just see how much. I mean, these are potentially people that would have never gotten a VR headset if the Oculus Quest 2 wasn't as cheap as it is. This might not be 100% accurate. There might be some people that don't accept that survey, but either way, it's the only window we have onto the situation. Okay, now moving on to the next piece of news. This one actually I saw and I was like, okay, this looks pretty cool. So you guys know Cities Skylines? In case you don't, it's like you become a god and essentially just build a city. That's a horrible explanation of what Cities Skylines is. But anyway, Cities, the Skylines spin-off Cities VR has been announced for the Oculus Quest 2. Fast Travel Games' next VR title is a spin-off of the popular city building simulation Cities Skylines, named Cities VR. Announced today at the Upload VR showcase, Cities VR is coming to the Meta Quest 2, formerly known as the Oculus Quest 2, in spring of 2022. So overall, I thought this looked really cool. I mean, it's about time we get a game that kind of looks like this for the Quest. You know, people were memeing it. I saw a lot of people memeing it, saying, ha ha ha, now we're gonna get Sims VR. I mean, that would be very weird, as in VR you're kind of playing first person. Anyway, that could be quite interesting. You would quite literally be in God mode if that was to happen. If you're familiar with city building simulators, you'll likely know what to expect from Cities VR. As a mayor, you'll be creating your very own metropolis, having a say in every aspect of city planning, from paving roads to placing buildings. You'll use the Quest motion controls to point and click around the map, and the game can be played both from an isometric view and even zooming down into street level. So overall, the controls seem pretty intuitive. Again, I'll definitely be trying this out. I am kind of a fan of these kinds of games, to be completely honest with you, and it does look really cool. So let me know what you think about this one down below. Schell Games seems to be making a cooking VR game. So last time I said that we don't have too many of these. Apparently that list is ever growing because, you know, a lot of people want cooking VR games. If only they were realistic too. Maybe then I could actually learn something for our next cooking stream, you know? I Expect You to Die developer Schell Games' next project is a VR cooking game called Lost Recipes. Lost Recipes was revealed during the Upload VR showcase today. It's coming to the Quest platform next year. So a lot of these games, again, were revealed during the Upload VR showcase. I mean, a lot of really cool games were revealed there. And of course, you know, all the links are down below in case you guys want to check out Upload VR. They have a big long list of games that were revealed during that, so that's really cool. But anyway, whereas many VR cooking simulators try to imitate other successful flat screen titles like Overcooked, Lost Recipes is instead focusing on providing an educational and authentic experience that looks into the historical side of cooking in various cultures throughout the world. Okay, I might actually learn something here. Interesting. That's exciting. Too bad it's a little whiles away because I could do with that. Either way, that's really cool, you know, looking into different cultures and stuff like that is possible with virtual reality. We've talked about this before, how VR can be a little window into a world you may have never otherwise been able to look into. It's really, really cool. So that's a thing. Let me know what you think about that one down below. And of course, we're moving on to the next game. Lucky's Tale, a game that recently arrived to Quest Standalone that we talked about in the past, is apparently coming to PSVR and SteamVR soon. So this is a game a lot of people loved. It brings them nostalgia, even though people say, you know, you can't talk about nostalgia when the game was like 4 years old or whatever. Yes, I can. Developer Playful Studios confirmed the news during the Upload VR showcase, a third-person platformer akin to Super Mario, or for the VR-initiated Astrobot and Moss. Lucky's Tale was first announced on the Oculus Rift when it arrived in early 2016. So this was actually one of the games I received with my Oculus Rift when I bought it back in the past. It was one of the first VR games that was actually announced for the 6DoF Oculus Rift platform. The game saw players control the titular fox who jumped and tail-whipped his way through levels as he sought to rescue his kidnapped companion. So as you can see, this is a pretty standard, you know, platformer game, but it is really cool and it does bring me those vibes. I did get it for Quest and I have played it, you know, just to kind of go back into it and see it again. It has been remastered, so it does look a little bit different than what I remember it looking like, but either way, it's pretty cool. Okay, yeah, this one's interesting. Razer and Qualcomm's new handheld games console concept has XR support. Chip manufacturer Qualcomm and gaming hardware maker Razer this week announced a new handheld games console concept that has XR accessory support. The Razer Snapdragon G3X was revealed at Qualcomm's Snapdragon Summit yesterday. It's an Android device with a built-in screen and gamepad design to run both Android apps and stream games from consoles and PC. It's powered by Qualcomm's new G3X platform and shouldn't be considered a full consumer product yet, as developer kits will be going out soon. So this is supposedly something to compete with the Nintendo Switch and the Steam Deck or something like that, or at least that's the way I view it, that's the way it looks like. However, the most interesting part of the G3X developer kit though is that it has apparent support for XR accessories via Type-C connection. During the event, Qualcomm said that its device can support full room scale with 6DoF of head tracking, but didn't specify exactly which kinds of devices can be plugged into it. Okay, so yeah, again, we see the market growing there for XR devices, for AR devices, and just overall smaller devices that can power bigger devices. So for example, the Steam Deck powering a VR headset or something like that. We see the miniaturization of technology. It's so cool, even though we see that every day with mobile phones. And finally, I have something for you where a lot of you might be excited and a lot of you might be like, meh, I can't run this anyway, which is me. Cyberpunk VR mod is set to launch next month from GTA 5 Modder. So you guys know Cyberpunk. Originally, it was kind of a flop. I haven't really played it since then. I never really got sucked into the game as much as I thought I would. But we played it in VR. Yeah, we did. It was a horrible experience. But apparently now it's getting a fully blown VR mod. Enthusiast VR modder Luke Ross says he's working on a Cyberpunk VR mod, and it should be out soon. PC Gamer reports the mod is next on Ross's to-do list after Patreon followers voted for the game in a poll. Ross, who previously released headset conversions of Grand Theft Theft Auto 5, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Mafia Trilogy told the site that if nothing goes wrong, I'd say it should come out in January. Okay, so this is something I won't be able to run anyway, but I can see why a lot of people would be excited for it. I mean, Cyberpunk 2077 was like one of the most anticipated games for the longest time. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people still love it now. I can barely run it as is. Maybe I can run it now. As you can see, the PC got an upgrade, but I'm not entirely certain whether I could run it in VR. It seems quite demanding. But it's still very exciting seeing even these newer titles getting VR mod support. It's great seeing how much the community has grown. You know, how much people that would normally play flat screen games are now, oh, this would be cool in VR, you know? That's so cool. Anyway, that is going to be it for today's video. Once again, I apologize if you can hear it in my voice. I can barely hear my own voice because both of my ears are blocked, so that's quite lovely. Yeah, I also apologize for the RGB. I haven't yet gotten that under control, so I'm sorry if it's distracting in any way. PC got an upgrade. Hopefully editing is a lot faster now. It was about time. But yeah, once again, thank you all so much for being here. I hope you all have a fantastic day or night. If you guys liked the video, please leave a like. If you guys disliked it, I guess this button works too, but please tell me why down in the comment section below. You know, leave some constructive criticism down below. If you guys are not yet part of our community, check out our Discord down below, check out our Reddit, where I want to see you posting your spicy memes. Thank you so much to the Patreon supporting this channel. You guys help me out a ton, making these videos better for everyone, so thank you so much for that. In case you guys would like to support the channel in any way, shape, or form, we've got sick mugs down below that boost your FPS by 300%, and merch that does not put a huge ad on your body. And of course, in case you guys want to be notified about future content coming up on the channel daily, make sure to smack the subscribe button with your forehead, ding my bell, and see you again in the next video. Peace.